Hop on the Manfield, baby. Boring car, I am driving boring car. I am driving 100 miles, always missing sense of style. Always Cristiano, sometimes with the minivano. Always light sixes from Anthony Fantano.
I am feeling a strong 5 to a light 6.
What up, sluts? You ain't shit. We about to look at some mistakes you did, and then we're gonna flip it, turn it into something different, cause I'm also not that gifted. Sometimes you gotta listen and remember to look in the mirror, cause goddamn, you probably make more mistakes than your teammates, and so do I, and I gotta be honest with myself sometimes, you know? It's the only way to improve. The essence of greatness is learning from mistakes. Alright, let's analyze some goddamn Rocket League games. Let's get into it. Yo, that was crazy, that intro though. We've done a few episodes of this before, analyzing a bit of those nasty, rude-ass teammates who, you know, get a little salty a little too quick sometimes. The game is tied. 2 minutes left. He wants to forfeit. So yeah, I want to keep expanding this series and just try different things with it. I realized that it doesn't always have to be about salty teammates. It can be about anything where we analyze replays and just, you know, look at how could we do better. In this episode, we're gonna analyze a little bit more of my own mistakes because I noticed that I had a series of games. It's these 3. I know because I remember being pissed off that I got the Forbidden Temple map 3 times in a row. I don't like playing the same map 3 times in a row. Either way, let's get into it. Ah shit, man, I haven't made any video about hitting 200k subs. Well, maybe I'll do something, who knows. Okay, so we had a nice 2s game. I think actually all my other videos about this series have been 3s games, so this is a bit different. The thing is, this was early in the season. I barely had played any games. I don't even know if I had my rank at this point. I think I did. I think I was only Champ 2 though, or Champ 3. Coming into these games, I was already expecting a little bit of a, you know, sloppy, how do I say, sloppy demonstration of skill here, and here was the first. If you're playing with GCs, you would expect any GC to hit that ball, but not our buddy boy here, which I don't hold it against him, you know? He's a Champ 2. You know, it's unfair of me to expect him to play like GC when I'm, you know, playing with Champ 2s or Champ 3s. So, it is what it is, but I did some incredible shit right here. Actually, here's one thing I want to analyze first. So here is a situation where I went for the ball off the wall, where my teammate was at the goal. He could have most likely gotten a much better touch on that than me. The tricky thing about this situation for me is that I don't know if that there exactly is a perfect solution to this. Like, I don't think there necessarily is a right or wrong, because solely of the fact that we don't have communication. We are not talking on mics. This is a random guy I'm playing with. If I was on Discord with someone playing and talking at the same time, yeah, we could communicate to each other that this guy could say, you know what, I got it. And then I would just step away. I wouldn't go for that. So I just went for it, and I kind of got a sloppy touch on it, but luckily I got the save from that. And then they make another shot and they come for it, and I make another goddamn save like a
freaking god.
Demonstration of Champ 2 skills number 2. Whee! Alright, well he does that, and it's all good. Everything all good. This is something I try to do a lot. When I think about it, I think pros do this as well. They always try to keep the ball close to themselves so that they can keep pushing it forward. There's a lot of things you could do here. You could absolutely try to smash it full speed into, you know, the opponent's side, but instead of just being headless chicken like that, I tried to do a soft touch and then immediately keep flying towards it. So I still have possession of the ball, and I beat him to that 50-50. And I try to make a pass, which I think that's a pretty snazzy pass right there. We could have totally scored from that situation. I wasn't in the perfect angle there. Maybe I could have rotated around instead of, you know, cutting into this position. I could have rotated from here, and then I would probably be in shooting position. I think what I was thinking is that he would hit it to, like, the crossbar right there, and then I would have an open shot here, but it didn't happen that way. Rotating around a little further back would have made sense. You always got to remember that there's not necessarily a right or wrong. There's just ways to do things, you know? I think too many times people think that there's always that one thing you should do. but like every situation in Rocket League is different, so it's really hard for me to say. Okay, here's another mistake that I made, and the funny thing is I did something that's very generic to Rocket League players, which is that I see my teammate and I immediately think in my head, what a trash teammate, why is he double committing to this? But then, you know, I looked back at this replay and I realized I was in the wrong. And this is the thing about a lot of people, they always assume that it's always the teammate who's in the wrong. So if we look at this situation here, you know, obviously teammate's just about where you'd expect him to be, right? But the problem is I suddenly just start rotating around for no reason. Like, I drive to this boost, so I would assume my teammate probably thinks, okay, Link is going this way, so it is my turn to go attack the ball. But suddenly, the smart-ass Link turns around and thinks, hey, this is my ball. I'm going to slam into it. And then I'm like, whoa, double commit hype. Yeah, not good at all. Another mistake. Link I'm just a gift that keeps on giving, man. I screwed up this whole game. Of course, in this situation, I realized I was in the wrong. That was obvious. I wasn't blaming my teammate. I did think that my teammate's touch was a little weak and shitty, but, you know, you can't expect Champ 2s to do greatness, okay? You just can't. So yeah, my issue here was just extending way too far forward. I should have literally stayed around this area, like, slow down here, you know, try to stay, like, in this zone, in this circle, maybe a little forward, just like make sure I cover the back post. So boom, now I should be at the back post, not in the goddamn middle of the goal, just left the right side completely open. The issue is that I was expecting the shot to go into the top right corner right here, baby. Even if I was at the back post, I could still save that top corner shot right there. I had 86 boost. I guess if there's a situation where you have like 0 boost, maybe be a little bit more to the center, that rather than the back post, but you know, depends. It really depends on the situation. Okay, so like a chimp, I just let him score. But you know, it's not too bad. It's only 1 goal so far. We still got 3 minutes on the clock pretty much. Alright, so just going for this. This is another one of those where I try to like make a soft touch so someone from my team or myself can go after it rather than just giving it away to the opponents. Something I do quite a lot that I don't even notice is I literally slam the ball at full speed, and it's completely senseless most of the time because you just end up giving the ball away to the opponents. So just be mindful about where you're hitting the ball or what the purpose of you hitting the ball is. Because it should never just be hitting it for no reason, like you should always have some plan behind it. Okay, son, what are you thinking? I think he just wanted the boost. He desperately wanted the boost, but for some reason he ended up going... Okay, I think my game crashed. What the f***? Psionics, please. I think he could have easily just kept picking up like small pads on the ground, but I forgive him because I've made way more mistakes. Again, a bit of a sloppy touch from him. It's pretty much the same thing that happened the last time they scored. Gives the opponents a shot. My mistake there was committing to that shot in the first place. I think if I just stayed, again, back post, I could have easily saved it. So, I don't know why I was so eager. I think overall I was getting frustrated. That's how I remember it. I think I was getting frustrated about the wall touches from my teammate, and that made me overcommit to these stupid things. So yeah, like, that's another thing. Keep your cool. Because if you get frustrated, you make stupid mistakes like that. And then your first instinct is always to blame your teammate for it. That happens so much when you meet, you know, teammates who get salty and toxic. Generally, they get really frustrated. It may be 1 or 2 mistakes that you made, but then they become frustrated and they make even more mistakes. It's just a really devilish cycle that repeats itself. Man, I feel like I'm spitting mad facts this video. Like, I'm spitting so much wisdom right here. Actually, I think my teammate tried to forfeit at some point in this game. Fairly sure it happened when they scored the 2nd goal. Here, we got really close to scoring there. Unfortunately, we didn't reap any rewards here. Dude, I was about to score a ceiling shot! And then he goes and steals it. I mean, look at his camera. He can literally see me going for it. So he double commits regardless. Maybe he was also frustrated and didn't really care that much. What do we call this series? I don't know. I don't want to call it Bitch Hunters, man. I need to look at the comments. Did you guys give me any good ideas? Welcome back to episode 3 of Exosposer. Ego Exposer. Oh, Ego Exposer. Holy shit, that's a good name. You know, I feel like the way I present these videos, it's almost like I make it seem like it's important to pick out who was in the wrong and who was in the right. I just want to make it clear, that's not what I want the goal of these videos to be. I don't want you to like sit in your replays and be like, oh, was it me who was right? Or was it the teammate? Or was it like, who did wrong? Who did this? I don't want you guys to start pointing fingers. That just encourages more and more toxicity and more saltiness and acting like a dick towards other people. At the end of the day, it's all love, man. It's just a goddamn video game, you know? Okay, so this match I don't remember whatsoever. Me just playing it slow because I felt like I had time. Okay, then. Alright then, buddy. Thanks, Koopa. So I smash it. I'm clearly driving forward. He's like, you know what, I'll go for it and completely butcher the shot. I'm just gonna aim the ball at the goddamn ass cheeks of this Phoenix or whatever the hell this is. I mean, you did a great job at that, buddy. Couldn't have been more accurate. But unfortunately, this is not the butt cheek targeting contest, so we gotta keep going. This one intrigued me. This is something I do a lot, or sometimes. I don't do it a lot, but I do it sometimes. I sort of keep myself close to the ball to give the opponent the impression that I have possession, literally to assert my dominance. I'm not even joking around. I'm actually trying to assert my dominance over the opponent by showing, hey motherfucker, I'm right here. You better not come for this ball. And then I hope that the teammate turns around and hits it. The risk with it is that sometimes the teammate assumes that I'm attempting to go for it when I'm not. Koopa keeping up that pressure, but not getting the ball for us. Me, I just try to keep the ball in my position there. I didn't want to smash the ball full speed. I did not want to do that. I wanted to keep the ball on me. I would hit the ball anyway first. Here, I tried to do a little demo play. It would have been absolutely sick if it worked, man. God damn. I think there's demo plays that looks really cheap and annoying, but there's some that are actually, like, respectable. Okay, he tries to pass again. His pass attempts have not been the primest top quality so far, but at least they've somewhat led to us having an upper hand on the opponents, like there, where this guy was trying to freaking air dribble the ball above the goal in a very awkward way. That that goal should have never worked. I don't know how I scored that. That was ridiculous. There's so many examples in these replays of me just sort of trying to make slight little tap touches so that I can follow up on them, and that is exactly what I did there. I didn't want to slam the ball once again. I just wanted to do a slight little tappy tip and then smash it in. I want to see that from the opponent's perspective, because that must have been interesting. He sees the great Linkuru soaring through the air. Never expected that shot, did you? Oh, bruh. How did I flippity flop that, dude? How did I flop this one? Oh my god, that's a diamond play right there. Dude, I gotta stop hating on diamonds in my videos. So we take the W. That's all you gotta know. Bang. Follows it up. Ayo. You gotta love a great steal, you know? Bang. I can't remember this one either, so we'll just go with the flow. Slamming the ball to the opponent's goalie. Ooh, that was cold, son. Yeah, you know what? We had some good synergy there as well. I'm just, you know, taking his clears, going with it, missing the ball like an absolute god, and then just giving the ball away to the opponent's goalies. I'm trying to play it slow here, and it doesn't really result in anything, but the thing is, sometimes playing slow like that and just letting the opponents shoot it, it often just is a giveaway to us. As you just saw, they literally gave the ball away to my teammate, she. So yeah, sometimes just playing it slow, doing a bit of jukey jukes here and there, it occupies people's minds. They're thinking about, what am I gonna do against this guy when I'm going for the 50-50, and then they forget what's happening next. I should have scored that one as well. I'm completely fumbling this goddamn match. I don't know what I'm doing. Missing every goddamn shot. And he scores a goal. Banger. And I gave the ball away to the goalie again. Jeez, that's like the 4th time in this game. It totally should have been back post. I think the eagerness there to attack the ball got me. The game is tied, which is sort of sad because I feel like the level of our opponents wasn't that great, and my teammate was pretty damn good. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? I just want to move on. Just, like, let's just skip that. Just disgusting. The fact that the match was even that close with them not being able to save a shot, like, okay then. Alright then, yeah, alright, that was a good game, boys. Really enjoyed that one, GG's. That is the video, boys. Boring car. I hope you liked the rap at the start of the video. It would be kind of fun, now that I think about it, if you guys sent me clips like these. I guess you could send replay files in my Discord server as well. Let's just put them in the training pack codes, okay? If you're on PC, I'm fairly sure you gotta go to Documents, and then go to My Games, then Rocket League, then TA Game, and then Demos, and then these should be all your replays. Look at the date created. It should be the same date that you see in the replay menu. In my Discord server, link is in the description, you can join the community. Drag it in here, and then type something like, I don't know, put like maybe Ego Exposure in the title of your replay in game, so edit the name, and then type some title for it. Thank you guys for popping in once again. Check out our Minecraft server, our Discord server, check out all the shit in the description. Linkuru done. Peace.
Coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah, LABB who we running with, yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah, state your name, big dope on flame.